Well, hello, how you doing? This is the S. Anthony Says podcast. This is the S. Anthony Thomas, and this is episode number 305, also known as the World Championship Philadelphia Eagles edition. You damn right. Normally, I would have recorded this episode a lot earlier, but I wanted to watch the football game, and there was a lot of crap I wanted to do beforehand. And I started thinking about it. Let me record the podcast right now, then I can just watch the game. But I'll be honest with you, when you're a big fan of a football team, and you're from a specific town, and you travel to that town to watch the football game, right? And your team has never won a Super Bowl, and they have a chance to win the Super Bowl, and they're playing probably the best Super Bowl team ever with the best quarterback ever. You kind of just want to say, you know what? I just want to not do anything and just watch the damn football game and then record the podcast afterward, which is basically what I'm doing now, because it's 11:42 East Coast time when I'm recording this, which is quite a bit later than I normally record it. But they won the football game, and now the World Championship Trophy, the newest World Championship Trophy, will be going to my hometown of Philadelphia, because the Philadelphia Eagles are world freaking champions. You damn right. Now, this is not going to be a football episode, or maybe it is. Who cares? Not to be rude, but damn it, my team won a championship, and I'm happy about the crap. Okay, give me a break, you bastards. But the thing about it is, in this particular town, and I know that there are people in different countries that are listening to this, so let me explain. You know how football or soccer is in Europe, okay? And, like the World Cup and all of that kind of stuff. Well, that's how the Philadelphia Eagles fans in Philadelphia feel about the football team, okay? They're that fanatical about the football team. It means that much to them. That's why this is a really, really big deal that the Eagles finally won their first Super Bowl. But the thing that really annoys me about the whole situation is I know that the overwhelming majority of people, because I'm looking at the television right now and I see people out there in the streets running around, having a good time, high-fiving, hugging, people are crying, and everybody's having a good time. But there's always a small group of D-bags that mess it up for everybody. You can have 250,000 people in the streets, and there's going to be way more than that for the parade. But right now, a spontaneous truck, you can't even see the ground. That's how many people are outside right now. And there's like a minuscule amount of idiots doing stupid crap. Now, people are going to go, the ratio of people that did good stuff versus 500,000 people in the streets, and about 700 people with complete douchebags and flipped over stuff and climbed on poles and crap. Nobody's going to say that. All they're going to say is, look at Philadelphia. I knew it. I knew they were going to do that crap. Look at them. I knew it, those bastards. I knew it. Those people from Philadelphia, savages and beasts and savages and double savages and quadruple savages. And I just want to say one thing to those people. Shut your punk ass mouths. One of the things that's really, really annoying is if you're from Philadelphia, even if you don't live there, if you're from there, when you watch the Eagles on television, one of the things that people always do, and it drives me crazy, is they keep saying the same stupid crap all the time. Now, I'll accept it. They always go to Pat's and Geno's because they want to, these are people that don't know, for people outside the country, Pat's and Geno's are two famous Philadelphia landmarks that sell Philadelphia cheesesteaks. And they always go there and they have hey, Bill, I understand you went to Pat's. Well, yeah, and I went to Geno's and I had one whiz whiff. Huh? You had one. I bet you had a bunch of cheesesteaks. You're a big guy. How about some cream cheese? Look, get the same stupid stories. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have some pretzels and Philly pretzels and cheesesteak. Shut up, punks. But they always talk about how bad everybody is, and it's really not the truth. It's just lazy reporting at this point. It's just an easy way to fill up some copy on your paper and an easy way to come up with the stories you can talk about people all the time. Like that stupid story about Santa Claus and they threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Still bringing up something that happened 50 years ago. Did they do any research to find out what actually happened? No. All they talk about is, hey, they threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Did any of these people actually know what the story was? The Santa Claus that was supposed to be there wasn't there. Some drunk guy got in a Santa outfit and was running around acting like a D-bag. And because he was acting like a D-bag, people started throwing snowballs at him. They weren't throwing snowballs at Santa Claus. They were throwing snowballs at a D-bag who just happened to have on the Santa Claus uniform or hat. Context, my friends. Context. It's like if you walked up and slapped the crap out of somebody and I was like, this Bill just went up and slapped the crap out of somebody. Man, I can't believe Bill went and slapped the crap out of somebody. It makes Bill look like a bad guy. But what if you found out that the guy that Bill slapped the crap out of grabbed his wife's ass? Now is Bill a piece of crap, or is Bill someone that's defending his wife and punishing someone for grabbing his wife's ass? Context, information, research, my friends. All you gotta do is a little bit of research, you dumb bastards who come to Philadelphia. And do you really want to make somebody held accountable for something that happened 50 years ago? Really? Seriously? Do you want to try to act like the people in Philadelphia are the only people? They have the only fans that do that? Don't people in other football stadiums throw batteries and stuff? Don't people in I'm not even going to mention the other teams, but don't they beat up people in the parking lot? Is it a Philadelphia only thing, or is it something that happens in many, many places? It irritates me because I'm from Philadelphia originally and I know the people. Nobody's perfect. I get it. But it's one of the great American cities and the 4th or 5th largest city in the country. And the people there are good people and they deserve respect, you bastards. One time I was watching the football game and the guy just going on about Santa Claus, snowballs, Santa Claus, snowballs, Santa Claus, snowballs, thinking that he came up with a new story. And I really just wanted to ask this guy, okay, dude, let me ask you a question. How old are you? Well, I'm 45 years old. Really? Have you ever crapped your pants? What kind of question is that? I'm seriously, have you ever crapped your pants? Of course not. So you're 45. So 44 years ago, you didn't crap your pants? Oh, sure. I was a baby back then. Of course I crapped my pants and I was a baby. So what you're saying is you crapped your pants. Yes, I crapped my pants 44 years ago. Hey, Bill, did you get a tape of him saying he crapped his pants? Yeah, I got it. Okay. I want you to cut out everything except for the words I crapped my pants and post it online. What are you doing? You can't do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. You like to try to bring up stuff that happened a long time ago, take it out of context and try to hang it around the neck of people. Well, I got news for you. We're going to put it on all of our social media accounts. And by the time you get home after today's broadcast, you're going to be Mr. Crappy Pants. You're damn right. Nothing. And every time people meet you, they're going to call you Mr. Crappy Pants. When you're out with your beautiful wife, the waiter's going to say, hey, Mrs. Crappy Pants. I'm not Mrs. Crappy Pants. And this is Mr. Crappy Pants, and you're married to him, so you're Mrs. Crappy Pants. That's right. And if you have to change your kid in public, people are going to go, hey, trying to be like your dad, huh? Exactly. You're going to be Mr. Crappy Pants for the rest of your life. You're damn right. Anytime you try to go someplace, you're going to try to get a second mortgage on your home, and the mortgage broker's going to call you Mr. Crappy Pants. You're going to go to Starbucks, you're going to order some coffee, and they're going to say, no, we don't need your name, and you're going to get your coffee back from the barista, and it's going to say Mr. Crappy Pants on it. Everywhere you go, every time you do something. When you go to the doctor and you look at your chart, it's going to say Mr. Crappy Pants on it. You're damn right. We're never going to let you live it down, fecal, feces, buttocks. Now that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Of course it does. But it's not as ridiculous as thinking that everybody from a city should be held responsible for something that happened 50 freaking years ago. You bastards. And that's the thing, man. I'm in a really, really good mood right now because my favorite sports team won the championship. But it's really, really late at night now and I'm tired. You ever just been tired and you can't go to sleep? You lay in the bed and you're looking at the damn ceiling. And I'm telling you right now, I'm starting to think. And they say that the mind and the body are separate. Some people say that they think the mind and the body, I know they're connected because they're actually part of each other, but I'm starting to think that the body's an ass wipe. I'm really starting to think that. especially after you get to a certain age, right? Because I'm 49 now, and I can do everything I could do 20 years ago. But the thing is, you get when you're younger, you get the highs. You're at the higher end of your physical abilities. But when you're 49, you get flashes of what you used to be able to do. And then you have those rude awakening moments, right? I'm telling you now, rude awakening moments. I was playing basketball with some friends, and I shouldn't have had my ass out there in the first place. I just went there because I knew one of my friends was playing, and I hadn't seen him in a while, so I got in the car and I ran over there because I wanted to catch him, because I wanted to exchange information with him, get his phone numbers and, maybe his social media stuff so we could hook up and maybe go out and have a drink or something like that and hang out and reconnect. Right? So I go and meet the bastard, and he's playing basketball, and he's huffing and puffing up the court, and I looked at the clock, and I realized that they started playing at, say, 8 o'clock. It's now 8:27, and he looks like somebody beat him with a bag of sweat. Okay, a bag of sweat with nickels in there. And I started laughing at his old ass. You old bastard. Hey, ass, what's going on? What's going on? I'm here to pick your old ass off the ground, you old bastard. You can't even run up and down the court with these kids, punk. And he goes, oh yeah, well, you get out here and you try to do something, Daggett. And I'm like, yeah, of course I will. So I grab the ball and I'm doing all sorts of Harlem Globetrotter stuff on these bastards. I'm sinking shots, and the kids are going, yo, old head. See, you got little moves, huh? You got some moves, huh? Let me watch this old head. And this guy, who obviously really, really good at basketball, is making these wonderful 3-point shots and these 14-foot shots, and he's swishing the bat. When you hit the bat, the ball goes through the hoop, and it goes that sound when the net. And he loved the sound. Oh yeah, you like that, huh, old head? You like the old head, ha? You like that, don't you, old head? Ha ha. You like that, ha ha? You like that, old head, ha ha ha? And I'm looking at the guy, and I'm going, and I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm obviously a lot older than these dudes, so pretty much anything I do is going to look impressive. I mean, if I suck, I could always go, hey man, I'm almost 50. I could do that. I got an out, which means I have no pressure on me whatsoever to be good at all. So I take my incredibly cute, still chubby, but incredibly attractive ass, and instead of just messing around a little bit, I get in the game a little bit with these punks, right? And at first they're taking it easy on me a little bit, right? Because I'm not really shooting. I'm just dribbling around and passing the ball around. And, they give me that condescending, like, thumbs up, because let's be honest, they weren't giving thumbs up to each other while they were playing basketball, but they were giving thumbs up to me like, hey, look, he can walk without dying. Like, oh, young bastards, right? And they start leaving me alone. They're not even guarding me anymore. I mean, at least guard me a little bit. I wasn't going to shoot anyway, but guard me a little bit. Now you kind of embarrassing me, man. You kind of making me feel like a dope. You kind of making me look dumb in front of everybody, because that's one of the worst insults you can give anybody in a athletic pursuit, is to not even consider them. He's over there double teaming everybody, other people who are pretty good, and ignoring me like he ain't going to do nothing. So I get the ball, and I'm behind the 3-point line. And then no one even runs out to block my shot. They're looking at me like, this old bastard ain't gonna shoot the ball. So I shot the ball. And not only did it, see, when you shoot the ball and it hits the net and it goes through it, it makes that swish sound of the net. That's impressive. But I shot the ball, and the ball dropped so perfectly down through the rim, it didn't move the net at all. And they looked at me like it was a lucky shot. And I'm like, I gotta trash talk these punks, because I can't take these suckers were trash talking me. I gotta trash talk these bastards back. And I look at that punk and I go, listen, maybe your swish is pretty good, but let me know when you can hit a shot so perfectly that the net don't move, punk. That's what I'm talking about. You don't understand. But they didn't take that seriously. They figured, okay, old head got a shot. Not a big deal. It's a little short, chubby punk ass. Not a problem. I'm still not guarding him. And I'm getting annoyed now. And I'm getting a little full of myself. I'm dribbling in between my legs now. I wasn't doing that before, right? I ain't been doing that before. But I go through my legs one time and I throw a nice little over the shoulder pass while I'm in the air to a guy. Dunk. Well, not me, him, cause he's young. Right. And they're still not paying attention. It's like, well, what difference does it make? It's not like he's shooting the ball. Let little old man, it is one shot ass, that little punk bastards. So now I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting pissed now, man. I'm getting pissed and I'm starting to play for real now. Before I was giving myself an out. I wasn't really going for it because I figured if I really went for it and missed and started looking bad, they would laugh my punk ass off the court. But now I don't care because I'm mad, damn it. And I drive the lane and they're looking at me like, this guy's gotta be kidding. I hit a layup right in front of one of the dudes talking the most trash and he looks at me like, what the hell? And I see the look on his face like, okay, old man, you do that crap again. You make one more damn shot. I'm going to have to clamp your old punk ass down. Yeah. Now, by this time, my old ass friend is, kind of laying down in the bleachers because, his ass is old. Actually, he's my age, but I've refused to admit that I am old. So F y'all, back to the story. So he's laying there all knocked out like the ancient bastard that he is with his almost 50-year-old ass like me. But I'm out there with the kids teaching these punks some lessons. Right? And I'm all alone again behind the 3-point line. The ball comes to me and the guy, he saw me make that 1-3 and he saw me drive past him for a layup. So he kind of lunges towards me, but doesn't really lunge towards me because just like I was giving myself an out by not really going for it, so I'd have an excuse for sucking. As it turned out, I didn't suck at all for an old guy. He knew that if he actually tried to block my shot and it went in, it would be humiliating because when someone's 6 inches shorter than you and more than twice your age and drains a 3 in your face when you're really trying, that crap's embarrassing. So he didn't come all the way. He just kind of lunged towards me, bang, shot goes right in. Once again, didn't move the net. Oh yeah. 6 points for the old man. Granted, my team was getting blown the hell out because let's be honest, we kind of sucked in comparison, but I still got 6 points F y'all. And now all of a sudden, he's getting serious. Right now, he's taking me seriously. Right now, when I'm dribbling up the court, he's actually in my face trying to take the ball the whole way. He's hawking me all the way down the court, but he can't get the ball. Right? He may be a better athlete, but I got enough ass to keep him away. Ha ha ha! You're damn right. And he also didn't want me to get any old man sweat on him. And F y'all. So I'm dribbling up the court. And I try to throw a pass. He gets in front of me to block the pass. I can't even get the pass off. And he hits the ball out of my hands, knocks it out of bounds, and looks at me like, yeah, old man, now it's time to bring your old ass into the real world, punk. But there's a problem with this punk. He doesn't realize who he's messing with. You're damn right. I may not have the cardiovascular ability that you have, punk, but I got old man strength, jackass. And I drive to the basket, knock his punk ass on the ground, almost land on him. I should have landed on his ass and crushed him, but I didn't want to do that crap. Granted, all of the stuff that I described right now happened within the course of about 5 minutes. Seems like it might have gone longer, because describing it took longer, but all of that happened within the course of 5 minutes. Because by now I'm looking around hoping that somebody has one of those oxygen masks that I can use to suck some oxygen down, because old fat guys should not be running up and down the court when they didn't even stretch and they're wearing their street clothes. I'm trying to guard his young ass and he's dunking over me, bastard. Punk ass. Chump. Young, healthy, big athletic bastard. Punk ass. Chump punk. And then now I'm at the point now where I'm so wrecked and tired from this. Now it's about 8 minutes of basketball and I'm walking up and down the court and there's people out there in the stand. It was just like a little basketball court. They wanted, the guy walks over to me with his rescue inhaler thinking I got asthma. And I slapped the crap out of him and said, back up off me, punk. And he goes, I was just trying to help you, man. And then I stabbed him. Okay, there was nobody with the pump, an inhaler pump, and I did not stab anybody. I was just trying to let you know that I was out of breath because I'm old and not back in shape yet. F y'all. And now he won't let me do anything. As soon as I get the ball, the punk's all over me. And I'm actually trying now, but when you, like I said, that's when you realize that you're actually old. I was actually trying to begin. I wasn't really trying and the ball was going in. Now I'm trying to do it seriously and now I'm getting guarded seriously and I can't even dribble the ball because he keeps stealing it with his punk ass. Game's over. My team gets smoked like a cigarette. And I finished with 8 points. And tell you how bad my team was. I was the damn high scorer. God, they suck. God. Oh, God. God, they were horrible. I mean, I wasn't shit either, but they were, good Lord. So, but that was one of those, I realized, like, look, man, I had like flashes of what I used to be able to do 30 years ago, like drain those threes. It was like my body goes, you know what? He really can't do this anymore because he's an old fat guy. I mean, he's getting in shape now and maybe in a few months when he's back in shape, he'll be able to do some of this, but he is not 24 years old anymore and he's not even 29 anymore. He's 49 with his old fat ass. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to make him feel good. We're going to give him just enough juice in his body to hit a couple threes in front of these punks. Now let's see if he's smart enough to hit these threes and go, oh man, let me get out of here, guys. I got someplace I got to go. Right? Because if the brain was smarter, that's what the brain would do. The brain would hit a couple threes over these punk kids when they were still giving me the thumbs up like, nice job, old guy. I could have walked away. And then when they saw me later on, they could have been going, hey, that's that old dude that hit that three, man. He's old, but he still got a little juice left in them legs. And I get the thumb, yeah, man. Don't make me come back and get you guys. Ha ha ha. The old guys are going to get us. Ha ha. And I would have been the old cool guy. But as it turns out, I was not the old cool guy. I was the old dude who damn near looked like he was going to cry after 7 minutes of basketball. And that was a while ago that this happened. And quite frankly, on a night when my team wins the Super Bowl and I'm happy, I have now just depressed myself because even though I'm in much better shape than I was at that moment, I still have to run into these punk ass kids. You know, Mr. Thomas, you want to play basketball? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, it's real funny. Should date your mother. I think that's what I'm going to do because his mom's pretty. His mom thinks I'm cute. I should date his mother. Right? I mean, I like her anyway. Right? Yeah, it'd be great to date his mom. Have his punk ass come back from college. Hey, Mom, I'm back and I do laundry. Oh, honey, you're going to have to wait some clothes in the machine. Oh, okay. You doing your clothes? No, I'm doing his clothes. Whose clothes? Whose clothes, man? My clothes, buddy. Mr. Thomas? Yeah, Mr. Thomas. I put my clothes in your mother's washing machine. Deep in your mama's washing machine. Oh, yeah. Put that Tide Pod up in there, Jack. Stuffed it with real big, thick clothes. Put the lid down, pushed the button, and I oscillated my clothes all up in that washing machine all damn night, punk. You damn right. Right? Why don't you go take a bath? You know, I mean, you had a long trip back from college, buddy. It's a long trip, and don't worry, the bathtub's already clean. Me and your mother cleaned it after the bath we took together. Oh, you damn right. Big, long bubble bath, punk. You damn right. Yeah. Enjoy thinking about that while you're in the tub, punk. Also enjoy this dinner table. I'm not going to say what happened on it, but it rhymes with me and your mom getting it on. You damn right. And I know what you think. Well, I know you ain't just date my mom to get back at me. Really? That's insulting to your mother. Let me go kiss your mother in front of you while I caress her delicious buttocks and then hug her. And then while I'm hugging her, look at you with a sinister look on my face. It has nothing to do with you humiliating me on the court. I'm just doing this because I really care. Yeah. Okay, I would not do that. I would not date that dude's mom just to get back at him. I'm joking for the podcast. You know, I'm not going to date some dude. I mean, she's a beautiful sister. A beautiful sister who, was, all up on me back in the day, but I always had girlfriends at the time, so I never got a chance to step to, even though I definitely would have. His mom's hot, real good looking woman, real good. Yeah, she's single. Still wants to be with me. As it turns out, she doesn't even want a relationship. She just wants me to jump on top of her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know you're listening to this podcast, punk. Oh, well, I will make a good stepdad, right? Maybe when I become your stepdad, we can go in the back and play some basketball. I'm in much better shape now because me and your mom been working out. Yeah. Now, granted, in that scenario, I would do that, and then the dude, because he's 6 inches taller than me and half my age, would beat the shit out of me. But that's all right. It would be worth it. Actually, it wouldn't be worth it because when you're 49 years old, I'm actually a quick healer, even, just in general. I've always been a quick healer and I don't really get sick often, but, so I would heal up from the ass whooping, but I just, I would rather not get my ass whipped by someone that much bigger than me, I didn't even really like when he fouled me on the basketball court by elbowing me in the top of the head. I'm starting to think that wasn't an accident. Especially since I was coming up the court and he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to elbow this old fat guy in the head. And I was like, well, come to think of it, the fact that he said that first means it probably wasn't an accident. That bastard. Just for that, I'm going to go date your mother. Huh? I drained a 3 on the court and then I'm going to go to your mom's house and drain something else. Okay, that's gross. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not the kind of time to turn into any kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? That's a disgusting thing to talk about. I'm kidding and I'm making a satirical statement about people who use other people emotionally to damage other people. I am not the kind of person that would do that. And, I'll be honest with you, man, on this Super Bowl championship night, I'm actually very, very ashamed that I actually even said that. I'm so much better than that. I'm better than that. Forgive me, guys. I'm really, really tired and I'm giddy because the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And then I go into this story about something that happened and then I embellish it a little bit by saying I'm going to nail that guy's mom. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to end this segment right now because this is embarrassing. Okay. Segment over. All right. I got news for y'all. I just told my audience I wasn't going to nail his mom. I got news for you. I'm nailing his mom right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I was doing while I was watching the game? I wasn't watching the game. I was nailing that dude's mom. You understand? The Eagles won the championship, but she got the trophy. The trophy was me. You understand? And just like the Eagles gonna take the trophy back home, she took me back home. You know what I'm saying? And there was a parade. Me and her had a parade to the bathroom where we took a bath and I gave it to her. This is still recording. Oh. I'm a little tired right now. I don't really think that I'm going to edit that out. Look, folks, I just want to say that if you're listening to this, I hope you don't feel less of me because I know a lot of you said a lot of kind things about me and stuff like that. So just pretend you like I said, it's a championship night. Give me some slack. I'm a little giddy, a little tired, and a little embarrassed by what I just said. Is there any way you could not listen to this episode and just go skip to episode 306 next week? I just realized how stupid what I just said was, because if you're hearing me say this, it means you've already listened to a half an hour of this already. Sorry. Segment really over. Well, folks, that has been this episode of the S. Anthony Says podcast. It's a little shorter than it normally would have been, but there's some segments I'm going to put in another show that I don't necessarily want to put in this particular episode. Mainly because I just wanted this episode to be basically primarily about this evening with the Birds winning the championship and that kind of thing. And also to embarrass myself with my former physical ineptitude. At half the time when I'm doing this podcast, I'm kind of half joking when I talk about certain things that make me look like a dope. But I've been doing this for 4 years now, and I'm at the point where it really doesn't matter anymore. It's like when you watch or you look at social media and you see all these people attacking each other and saying all these things about each other, trying to embarrass each other. And it always amuses me when people try to do that to comedians, not realizing that part of your job is to come up with humorous stories. And it used to always crack me up when people would try to embarrass me when I started doing comedy, and it was like, oh man, I can't believe that embarrassing thing happened to me. And then I would go, wait a second, I'm a freaking comedian. All that embarrassing crap that happened to me, all I got to do is turn that crap into jokes. And who cares? Right? I used to do this. It was a lady when I was a teenager, in the early 20s teenager, and she cheated on me and everybody knew it but me. And that was really, really a humiliating experience. And it was horrible, and I felt bad, and I just, and it wasn't like the people were hiding from me, like they were snickering, going, ha 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 ha, he doesn't know his older girlfriend is banging, he. It was like, they were like, oh, I don't want to tell the kid, I don't want to be the one to tell the kid, and maybe the kid knows, maybe he knows, and I don't want to, because then if he knows and I butt in, I feel like I'm butting into his business, maybe that's what was going on with him. I'm pretty sure it was going on with some of them, where they were like, it's not my place to say. And I remember how humiliating it was, how bad I felt. And then I wrote some jokes about it, and I got standing ovations with the jokes. And I realized then, don't worry about that kind of stuff. When embarrassing things happen to you, if you're a comedian and you know how to write or tell good stories, it feels bad at the time that it's happening to you. But if you really, really think about it, it's like when I found out that the woman was cheating on me back in the day, as humiliating as it was, I wrote a whole routine about it and I made money off of it. And as it turns out, the dude she was cheating with turned out to be a piece of crap, but she tried to come back to me and saw the routine, laughed at the routine, and then I started realizing she was kind of a dope, because I wrote the routine about what happened to me because of her. She laughed at the routine and didn't even recognize herself in the routine. And that's when I went, wow, I didn't realize you were kind of stupid. Not just because you gave up on me, which was really dumb, but because you didn't recognize. You think that exact set of circumstances happened, with me with someone else, you big dope. But that's beside the point. But I just want to say to everybody, look, thank you very much for listening to this crap. We're going to resume regular wacky story programming, but this one's going to be a little bit shorter. Like I said, because this is the night that my favorite team won the championship, and I still wanted to do my podcast, and I, wanted to be consistent, my friends. So we'll resume normal programming again next week. Folks, do me a favor. If you like this show, go back and listen to some of the older episodes. This is episode number 305. So there's a whole lot of episodes to listen to. So go back and check out some other episodes, and check out the best of episodes if you're a new listener. Follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter in 2 places, at Anthony Thomas, my name, at Twitter, of course, Twitter. The Twitter for this particular show, this podcast, is at Anthony Says. I'm also on Instagram, at Anthony Thomas, and on Facebook. If you look in the search box, look up S. Anthony Says in the search box, and it'll take you to my page. And it's a blue check mark verifying that it is actually me. If you want to email me, and some of you do, and I appreciate the love that you give me on the email. The email for me, and it's the only one I got, is talk2santhony@gmail.com. TALKTO, and then my name, santhony@gmail.com. Folks, I will see you again next week, which will be episode 306, when once again we will resume normal broadcasting and normal show. Thank you very, very much for everything that you do, you bastards. Every last one of the bastard army. And now I'm going to say goodbye to you bastards the way I always say goodbye to you bastards. And I'm going to do it on the count of 3. And I want you to do it with me. Are you ready? Of course you are. By the way, EAGLES, Eagles. They're the champions, you know. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. S. Anthony. Out. Go!